That's right, it's Trevor again, and today we are going to be painting a cool desert patterned Wargaming board using just a couple of cans of spray paint. So first of all, I ordered 2 pieces of 18mm thickness plywood. These are going to form our Wargaming board. Now I'm going to use this cheap grey primer to prime the boards. Then I'm going to get 2 cans of brown spray paint, one slightly lighter and one slightly darker, and I'm going to go ahead and spray them all over the boards. Now this really doesn't have to be neat or even. In fact, we want it to be quite random so that it'll look more natural. Right, I'm gonna leave these 2 outside my apartment to dry, and once they're dry, we're gonna grab a couple of cans of light beige spray paint, and we're also going to grab a plastic bag. Right, so we're gonna spray a thick layer of the beige, and before it dries, we're gonna grab our plastic bag and use it to blot away at the beige. You can see that this results in a relatively natural looking rocky texture. Right, now we're just gonna carry on and do that for the rest of the game board. And if you're not happy with how any portion looks, you can just spray over it and repeat the process. Now let's leave everything to dry. Right, now I also want to create an area for people to put their models after they've died. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark that out. Then I'm gonna grab a piece of cardboard and use some grey spray paint to create a nice straight edge. Right, and once all that is dry, technically you can just go ahead and use this as a game board. That being said, I am gonna add on a few more touches to make this a little more functional. Now from this point onwards, I will not be using spray paints. So if that will make you feel like the title of this video was misleading, then you should stop watching now. Right, so I'm gonna use a permanent marker to mark out the center of the board. Now this is gonna sound silly, but having the center of the board marked out is gonna make it much easier to set up most war games. I'm also going to make a series of range markings spaced 1 inch apart. This is also to make it easier to set up games. Now to protect our paint job, I'm gonna grab some matte lacquer and spray it all over the top. I'm gonna give this a full day and a half to dry to make sure it doesn't stick to anything afterwards. Once that's dry, I'm gonna grab a couple of these furniture floor protectors. You know, the ones that you put under the feet of your table? Yeah, well, I'm gonna stick some of those on the underside of the game boards. This is gonna mean that if the game boards shift while we're playing, they're not gonna scratch anything they're laid on top of. Alright, and once that's done, I can get my game boards on the table so that my friends can go ahead and play a lovely game of Warhammer 40k. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to subscribe and check out my Patreon at patreon.com/TrevorGoesMeat. Also, thank you to my friends Satya and Brendan for allowing me to use footage of their 40k game in this video. Alright, I hope you had as much fun as I did, and I'll see you all next time.